Yo,
Takes a
fiends
path
and
of exile now.
I think I just got an erection.
Oh, what a way to come into the stream.
Sorry, I was still watching the fucking thing, so I was.
Jesus Christ. We're on a slight
That's why
delay.
I said
Hello.
Hello.
I hope they couldn't hear my
Shit.
announcer voice.
Oh no, I'm almost positive that they could. Let me get some captions. Oh, the captions are turned on. Fuck yeah, nice. Let me get some music. Eh? Music. Eh? We have people. We got a bear. Say hi, bear.
Ah.
Oh, okay. We got a Jerry. Say hi, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
I knew you were gonna fucking do that. We got an Alex. Say hi, Alex.
Oh, yeah. I stole the joke. It wasn't as good.
Boo. And then we got a boogla boogla boogla. Say hi, boogla boogla boogla. Or that works too. Shit. We're back. We had a little break because somebody had to go to Chicago or whatever, but you know, it's fine. You're fired. I'm just kidding. It's too late to fire anybody now at this point, to be honest.
No, I'll go. It's okay. Goodbye.
No, wait, stay here. I'll cry. Shit. Well, yeah. Last time we played, a bunch of shit happened. I don't know if you guys wanna. Where did Bear? Oh, he's at. Hold on.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. He's. Yeah.
While he's dicking around.
He's getting Wawa. He's getting Wawa.
Oh, you're good. Well, he's
Such a
getting
good
Wawa. Shout out to Love Harley Quinn for the offline follow. Oh yeah, some people got some dice. Some people got some dice. Boogla got some dice. I don't know.
Bear got dice today.
Nice.
Yeah, we have acquired dice related to characters. Hold on. Oh fuck.
Hey,
oh shit.
Hold on. I can make you big.
Make me big?
You're big.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, I'm always big, if you know what I mean.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Bear said, "Yeah, you are." Okay, so I have this little guy. It's got a little mushroom in him, and there's like some algae in it. And then I got some today that I showed Loon that has. It's called the Dream Reaper, and you can't really see him.
High school.
I was waiting for it.
Oh my god.
Reaper.
He's got a little face in there. He's got a little cape on.
Aww.
And yeah, he's
cute.
cutie. Okay, get me
I
off the
loved
big
him.
screen.
Okay, you're a whittle guy again.
Yay!
Shit.
I like
Did
being
anybody
little
else
guy.
have any fun announcements before we hop into this shit?
Anyone who has an Apple Watch is about to get shafted.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, I heard about that, yeah.
There's a lawsuit against Apple, so anyone that has a Gen 6 or after, so from the last 3 years, you won't be able to get repairs on it or return it because it is
Well, good thing
illegal.
I'm a broke ass bitch.
Oh, I heard
and
about
only
that.
Have,
Yeah.
I saw
ones,
a
old
TikTok.
ones.
I read the article.
TikTok.
'Cause I'm
Yes,
old, man.
What if you can still read?
I was one of the last few literate ones.
I had to read a 13-page
Nice.
paper for work and had to take breaks.
Oh my god.
Like a lot of
Gross.
breaks.
Nope.
A
We don't need that.
considerable amount of breaks.
Yeah. It
Why
took
are we
like
so
half a
short?
day.
We're so short. Let me make us a little
Pretty
bit.
tall.
Whoop.
Here,
That's
let
a
me
little
just-
better.
5'11", thank you.
I'm
I
literally
am an itty
5'1".
bitty guy. Yeah,
Just a
I'm taller
baby.
than Loon. Can confirm.
I'm 69 inches of fun.
Hell
Put
yeah,
that in
you
the
are,
lore.
big boy.
Okay,
Oh.
all right.
All of
Anyway.
that ass. 69 inches of ass.
Just ass.
I mean, 2 butts.
Not
All
Tommy
right,
Poo
hooligans.
That's-
Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna tell you a story.
No.
Just
Oh.
kidding.
Okay.
That's just how
Wait.
we started last time.
Thanks,
and it felt
Dungeon Mommy.
appropriate. Yes.
Dungeon Mistress.
Yeah.
Love you, Miss Trusty.
Yes. Yes.
Did me and AFNP make it back to the festival after we ended, or were we still walking?
We're gonna get
back?
into that. We're gonna
Okay,
get into
sounds
that.
good. Never mind. Continue.
Okay. All right. When we last left off, we found ourselves in the town of Nomiladir, amidst the beginning of a festival held in Lelusa's honor. We followed the story of Trent Fairy, a man who seems to be under the impression he's the Tooth Fairy, running around causing chaos and collecting teeth in the process. We followed the story of Tice, a blue tiefling who seemed to do most of his business in the shadows and outskirts of all the chaos. We met an Eladrin named Honeyhills, who, amidst all the chaos and joy of the festival, was faced with a moral quandary in regards to whether or not a short mortal life of pain is better than an eternal life bound to the shadows. Finally, we encountered a fighter named Falarnius and an echo named Azines. I believe I got that name right. Thank you. A Technicolor
Wait, did she get it?
Yeah, I think I did. Azines, right?
Azines.
I have it written. It's easier to read it than just try and say it. A Technicolor duo who merely intended to get the lay of the land, but instead ended up making friends with Trent and helping Honey Hills with an unfortunate and impromptu burial. We followed 4 stories, 4 individuals from different places with different goals and different ideals. 4 stories beginning to intertwine. Now we pick back up after the chaos of last night. Trent and Tice were at the fighting pits, with Trent causing quite a stir by winning when the odds were stacked against him, and Tice walking out with significantly heavier pockets. And while these 2 have had a successful and exciting night so far, we pick back up with a fighter named Falarnius and Honey Hills, who are in a more somber state. Having just buried a freshly drained, sickly young girl named Jasmine, they can only hope that the vampire in her home was true to her word, and Jasmine will rise again. Better, but not entirely herself. It is at this point in the night that some vendors are packing up until tomorrow morning, and people are getting ready for the grand feast put on by the Bassi family. There are several large tables that have been set up around the bonfire, with one big one on stage where Alderman Serco Bassi and his daughter Marion and his wife Alora are currently sat. People are starting to seat themselves at tables in anticipation of the feast for this evening. Several families, groups of friends, and guild members are starting to seat themselves at these tables around the fire, while other groups have brought blankets to lay out in the surrounding area. It seems that most people are either gathering here or turning in for the evening. What would you guys all like to do? Whoever wants to start.
If it's okay, unless anybody else had something they wanted to do real quick. No, okay. So, as Honey Hills and a fighter named Falarnius are like heading back from burying this poor girl, if a fighter named Falarnius is looking, he will see like across like the bridge of her nose, and like on her cheeks, it's just kind of like very light blue undertones and very
Pity.
very like downtrodden. She's just, I should have been there sooner.
I got a question before I respond to this.
Yes.
Now, is the child not going to rise because she isn't in a patty? Because she is Jasmine.
What?
Jasmine Rice?
Oh,
Rice Patty?
I did not get the.
There were too many levels with that.
Too
Sometimes
much.
I'm too
It went-
smart.
I would say like
It
maybe
went-
you're
the joke
being
was too
smart
high
right now.
level. It was too
Yeah.
high level.
We're-
I didn't.
Hold
You
on,
gotta
wait.
dumb it down
Let me
for
just bring it down.
Oh my gosh. No, she, as far as you know, will rise. You are set to respond however you so desire.
Yeah.
Okay. Grandmama Matriarch always used to say, there is no late, there is no early, there is just the time that you are needed.
Ooh.
The blue kind of like, it almost like pulses on her face for a moment, and then kind of like disappears, and she's, well, I said I'd help her. I said I wanted to be there. Tried, but
How do you know what your help looks like? What if this is the help that was required?
I mean, you don't understand.
You did.
But I heal.
You
That's what I do.
did.
I didn't
A soul
heal her.
can heal without a vessel. If she is to, if this is not the end, who's to say this isn't the right way?
She shouldn't have to live her entire life as a child.
And you shouldn't have to bury children.
You're right. And
So you
she'll
buried
kinda...
the child, and she rises again. Assuming I know this information was passed in the fact that she and I had this event happen together. In her mumblings, let's say she disclosed that information.
I would say,
to
like,
me.
I mean, I would say she probably while she started digging, she would have been mumbling about it. So I would wager that you would, as long as you were listening, you would have figured it out.
Ironclad up here.
Yeah, she'll kind of like wipe her nose a little bit. Grab the stem of wheat. Kind of put it between her teeth on the side. Kind of chew on it, and then I have something I need to attend to. You can follow me if you want. I don't care. I'm going to go do this. Do what you will. And while still chewing on the wheat, she'll start to head to where Jasmine's mom, or she knew where Jasmine's mom was, which was the beer keg stand. Correct?
Yeah. The tent, yeah.
Yeah, the tent. That's where she's gonna go, so.
What are, while we're transitioning here, what are Trent and Tice doing at the moment after coming off a fresh win for Trent, and Tice also kind of coming off a fresh win of his own, money-wise? What are you guys doing?
I guess it depends on what Trent is doing. I'm gonna stay kind of close to Trent.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
what's Trent doing?
He's left
Not
the role-playing
close
on
as like this man, this individual is my best friend, but more of like
Like I said
Gotcha.
last
a
session,
healthy distance.
Trent believes everybody here is already best friends with him. So,
That's fair.
Okay.
which now goes with one of my bonds. So that's cool. Anyway, I assume I'm basking
I
in
gave you your tooth back.
You did, and I think I pocketed it because I decided to shove a different tooth into my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
'cause
not
if you
to
remember-
specify, not the tusk. It
Not
was
the
the
tusk,
tusk.
not yet.
It
The
was
tusk
not the
might
tusk.
become a nice weapon later. So basking in the glory of showing them that not only does the Tooth Fairy do his service well, but he also does it very what was the word? Spectacularly.
Sure.
He begins to leave, I'm assuming with Tice in tow, a comfortable distance away.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I mean, where would be a good place to spend this money that I had just gotten thrown at me, as well as won in the bet?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you, yes, in the
Okay.
fairgrounds, where's a good place to spend the money?
So currently, like, the beer tents are up, and then also there is like a feast kind of starting that's not paid for, actually. Like, it's like provided to
Oh, it's
everyone.
free.
So like, yeah, it's like a big free like feast event kind of thing to kick off like the couple days that this festival is going to be going through. But like I said, a bunch of people are starting to pack up, aside from like basically the beer tent is like going to be active all night. And then there's like the little feast thing going on. It's like money wise, if you're a drinker, beer tent. If not, holding on to it until like, you know, another day, probably.
Sure. Okay. I look over at Tice and I say, "Care for a drink, my friend?"
Sure.
And we walk towards the beer tent, and I'm offering Tice to buy him a drink.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, you guys are definitely closer to the beer tent than Honey Hills and a fighter named Philarnius would be at the moment. So if you guys want to go ahead and enter, we can do that first. So you guys will be in there. When you walk in...
Question, sorry, before
Yes.
we hop in
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
What time is gift time, to say it in a weird way?
It's like after / kind of during the feast. Like, it's kind of like something that gets done like throughout the feast. Like, people are like
Okay.
eating and
Like a
stuff, and then
couple
they'll kind of
hours.
like go up. Yeah, you got a while.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, when you guys walk into the beer tent, you kind of just see like a bunch of like sort of like wooden, I don't want to say makeshift tables, but like you can tell that they're kind of like older, like leftover kind of deals, like park benchy type style things. There's a bunch in there. There's like a little actually makeshift bar like set up with like a bunch of barrels with booze and stuff, and then they have like a bunch of wines over on the side and shit like that. You can tell, like, at least for like a pop-up tent, like they went all out. But yeah, so you definitely see there's a bartender back there. It is a like chubbier, like human guy, like long scraggly hair, kind of like red in the face a little bit. But he's back there serving up some booze if you wanted to walk on up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we walk on up with Tice, and I ask Tice, what would you like? You can have whatever you'd like, whatever they have.
What's the most expensive thing?
The most expensive thing is going to be an imported wine from Marvine called, I want to say it's called the Pink Toe wine.
Oh, yeah, I'll take the pink toe.
Pink Toe.
Cool. How much is the pink toe?
Pink Toe is going to
about
be like...
this menus.
About this menus.
About
A
this
Pink Toe
menus.
is going to run you like 5 silver for like a whole bottle. If you just wanted like a glass, it's going to be like 2.
That's too cheap for Tyson's
Yeah.
taste.
Okay,
He wants
so
the
buy
pink
like
foot.
2 bottles.
Tice, would you like a bottle or
I don't need too much.
All right.
Oh, so you're
I
lightweight.
offer-
Got it.
Glass.
I asked the barkeep. I said, "What was it called? Pink toe, right?"
Pink
Yeah.
Toe, yeah.
I asked the barkeep. I go, glass of pink toe for my friend here, and water for me, because Trent knows what alcohol does to your teeth, and so he only drinks water.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
I love it.
You want a water?
Yes, the finest water you have.
Are you sure about this
preferably from a
specific water?
Sure. And he like goes, he pops open the bottle, pours it, and slides it to you, and then he grabs a cup and just kind of like looks around. These guys don't serve water, so you see him go, I'll be right back, and then he kind of like walks into the back and then comes out and sets a glass in front of you and just kind of like slides it, and he just goes, no charge for the champion, and walks away.
I chug the cup and I slam it down and go, "How's your drink?"
Your water
I
tastes
start to lightly
disgusting,
sip
by
on
the
it.
way.
It was piss.
The water does not
Not
taste
gonna
good.
lie. Well, Trent just keeps the smile, shit-eating grin on his face, and looks over to his friend Tice and goes, "How's the drink?"
I probably haven't even started sipping on it yet.
I don't
uh,
think Trent even knows it tastes bad because he's just so thirsty from fighting. It just went down.
You're
Sure,
so used to,
sure.
you're so
All up
used to
here.
putting foreign teeth into your mouth.
that too. The
Oh my
foreign
The
teeth
idea
will
of a
do
bad
that to you.
taste is just so.
Colgate teeny.
Yeah. The better something tastes, the worse it is.
Worst.
But yeah, it's. I mean, is it any good?
Yeah,
How
it's
is-
pretty fucking delicious, actually. This is like a import from like a town like a couple miles out, honestly. It's probably one of the better wines that you've had, even though it's not super expensive, but yeah.
It's all right.
Good to hear. This was shit, and throws the cup.
Oh gosh. Probably around this time, after you guys have just started to get your drinks, I would say a fighter named Falarnius and Honey Hills are probably just now walking in towards the beer tent.
Well, question. Because
Yes.
I said to him that he could do whatever he liked. That's where I was going. Did he follow
yeah.
me?
Did you actually
I'm like a
follow?
lag behind her.
Okay,
Say like
gotcha.
a 15-foot distance.
You're
Okay.
just
Sure.
equipping.
Okay.
Just
Gotcha.
just like right behind. Just
You're T-posing.
Yeah.
no,
So,
I'm
yeah,
walking like
you-
this. Azine's is behind me.
Oh my god, he's fucking.
Like drifting.
Hell yeah.
Deja vu.
He just kind of.
So Honey Hills at least walks in
Okay.
initially, and you do see those two at the bar, and then you do see a woman kind of running around like cleaning tables, and walks into the back for a moment and comes out with a bucket of water with some dirty rags in it that she's been using to wipe down tables.
Oh, I see.
Okay. With
My glass.
so with the woman that's walking around, does she look like she could be the mother of Jasmine? Like, does she look related to her?
Yeah, pretty close. She's got like, the younger girl kind of had like a light brownish blonde kind of like tattered hair. Hers is like a little bit lighter, and it's like also braided the same. It doesn't look as like wispy or whatever. Like she looks definitely healthier, but
like there's
a family resemblance, yeah.
But
yeah,
she was in the house prior, right? Was there not like, let's say, evidence of what could have been laying around the house to indicate that was the mother too?
I don't know if Honey Hills would have been looking for that.
Not really,
because
it's not like
just
they
asking for
have
my
like
sake.
no, it's not like they have like, you know, family portraits and shit like that. This isn't like a super rich family, and those are pretty rare to like have, I guess. So it's not like you would have
garb, like similar garb,
imagery.
the same outfit, but in maybe slightly different shape and color.
No, not exactly. Especially because she's working right now, so she's kind of like wearing like aprons and shit like that, and like kind of just, you know, vibing.
Okay. I offer to help her clean tables.
Do you actually?
Yeah. I'm a man who walks around just helping people.
You want to clean the tables for me?
Yes.
Why?
I'm used to it. To say it's a job I've done before.
Well, I need to get paid though, and if I don't do the job, I don't know that they're going to pay me.
But you could do other things. You don't have to just clean the table. You look like you're running a little behind. Let me just get this one for my friend. She's a little under the weather, emotionally.
All right. She's just gonna kind of, because you're huge and kind of imposing, she's just gonna kind of like set the bucket down like while looking at you and just sort of like back up and go back into the back for a minute.
And I'll wipe my table down with it, and then I'm just gonna put the bucket next to the bar where the guy was.
Are you actually good at wiping down the table, or is it just like damp?
Roll for clean check? No. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Do it.
Yes.
Wait, what'd you roll?
Not a 1, so I did it good enough.
No. Now I'm intrigued. What did you roll?
Yeah, what'd you get?
I don't know.
What'd you get?
I roll? Oh,
What kind of
it's gone
check is
forever.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
It's a little streaky.
Oh yeah, no, I did.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at that. It's an 18.
Oh, sure. The table is adequate.
It's like, it's not fully dry, it's like a little damp when you put your arms down.
You gotta like
The
use your
menu will
hands.
stick to it.
And
Azine is back there just like fanning it with something.
Honey Hills will like, as she was like dead set in her tracks, as she sees a fire named Flornius like walk past, she's like, what? Right then. And she'll kind of like, she's not that she's not trying to make herself known, but she's trying to stay away from like Trent and Tice right now, just because she doesn't want to be like engaged in conversation.
Sure.
She's waiting for Jasmine's mom to come back out from the back, and she's not so much of a dickhead that she's gonna walk into the back and be like, hey, I need to fucking talk to you, but she's like, she's waiting. She's kind of chewing on the stem, kind of like if she's like leaned up against the bar, she's kind of like tapping her fingers a little bit, like she's just
sure.
She
And
is fidgeting.
after a few minutes, she does walk back out and like kind of like spots the bucket that has been set to the side and just kind of goes back to pick it up, probably kind of by where you are.
Oi, hey, excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
Can I talk to you in private for a moment?
I'm kind of working right now, but what?
I can walk with you, I need to talk to you.
Oh, all right. And she kind of picks up the bucket and starts like going towards like another one of the tables, but
she'll
like
fucking right on her heel, just fucking.
Yeah, she's like expecting you to. Something the matter?
A little bit. So, just a quick question. Do you happen to have a daughter?
Yes.
A daughter named Jasmine.
She kind of like stops wiping the table when you say her name and just like freezes for a moment. Fuck off, Jade. I didn't mean to read that. My eyes just happened to catch that.
Not anymore.
She just kind of freezes and like just yes.
And Honey Hills will like she'll take the straw, like some of wheat out of her hand and hold it for a moment and just take a really fucking deep breath. I don't know how to tell you this. Well, I do know how to tell you this because it seems like you're the one who set this up. And she'll get she'll like tuck it behind her ear as to not like get the other patrons to notice. She'll kind of like right up against her ear. I just buried your daughter.
Her face kind of like she already froze, but now her face like visibly like drops.
She's shaken up. Yeah.
Yeah, and she's just gonna kind of like she looks at you with like these panicked eyes, and then she goes, "We need to talk outside, I think," and then kind of starts to walk out of the tent.
We'll just nod and fucking follow her.
Yeah, so she definitely sets down like her bucket and stuff and starts to like walk outside, and you can tell she's like super nervous. She's like preening, like she's like pushing like her apron down and just kind of like fixing up her hair. Not that it's gonna do anything, but you know what I mean.
She's
like she's
fidgeting,
just
yeah,
she's very much like fuck.
Yeah,
but yeah, so she's gonna kind of like pull you around to like the side of the tent. Yes.
Alex had a question.
Oh yeah.
So, should we raise our hands if we need to say something?
Sure.
what I do.
That's fair.
Okay.
What's up?
Can I like check really quick to see if like I noticed this, and then also see if like I noticed if it's like.
What's your passive perception? It would be 10 plus whatever your perception mod is.
It's 12.
12?
Are you proficient in it? Because don't you add your proficiency to it as well?
No, I'm not proficient.
Okay.
No, yeah, if you are proficient, it would. 12, I mean, yeah, they weren't like being like stealthy necessarily. Like you would have clocked Honey Hills walking in and you recognize her from earlier, but like, yeah, so yes, you probably caught it out of the corner of your eye.
Sure, I just wanted to see if like as they're leaving, if like just to see if it's like I don't know, like a dangerous situation, like.
Okay, well in that case, roll insight. Roll
Yeah.
insight instead.
Okay.
While they're doing this, can I ask the question of, do I clock the bucket being unattended now?
You certainly do. I'm not even gonna make you roll for that.
12. I just got 12 again.
12. It doesn't seem nefarious. It more just seems like something came up that they want to not have other ears around for. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it doesn't seem
I
like
look at
she's
the
got
barkeep
like.
and ask for another water.
Okay, he tries to clock the bucket, but I think Bear has it at this point.
A fighter named Felonius has grabbed the bucket and has continued to watch tables instead of the woman.
The guy clocks the bucket and he goes, I think we're out of water.
I follow his gaze and then go, no worries.
Okay, so Honey Hills, you are currently outside unless, somebody
I just had a quick question.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do a fighter named Falarnius and Honey Hills, do they look and or smell like someone who has just been digging in the? Was it raining?
Oh,
It's
they're
like
dirty.
Question.
They're muddy.
Like wet dirt has a particular smell.
Yeah, I mean, you
I don't think it was
probably
raining,
noticed
though.
that
That wasn't
It
described.
may
No,
not.
it did. We made it for drama. It was raining for drama a little bit.
Was it
Okay,
really?
okay,
Just
The
a
clay
little bit.
smells a certain way.
hold on to interject. Because
Yes.
Honey Hills only started digging, and then
I'm
You
the
know.
dirty one.
yeah, I
A
would say I
fighter
would
named
argue.
Felonius is caked.
Yeah, I would say
Hell
she
yeah, I
has some-
am.
Hell yeah, that's my man. I would
Not in the
argue
game.
that I would
Ooh.
argue that Honey Hills has some on her hands and like maybe like the bottom of her, the bottom
Bless you.
of like her outfit.
Or less you,
and
sorry.
Thank you. And then maybe
Oh, that's
like
a good
maybe
point.
yeah, or maybe like and
But
maybe a streak across her face if she like wiped her face at all. But that
Right,
would
so
be
you're
it.
probably like, you probably look like you got done gardening. Bear looks like,
Yeah.
or a fighter named Felonius looks like you just got done like rolling around in the mud, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, so like
but-
when he does at the beach.
I do it all the time at the beach.
In fairness, I'm pretty sure Trent also smells like mud.
Probably, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, they're
In the fighting
I'm probably the only one who doesn't smell like mud.
Yeah, you're probably the only clean boy.
Well, he's got something going on that we all don't know about yet. So it's not
Am I still at
gift time. So
Speaking
am
of
I
which,
still at
what?
5 hit points?
No, you're
Oh,
healed
wow.
up
Guess we have
after
not.
all that shit.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because they had like people on the side like ready to kind of, because like they knew they were going to do multiple rounds and shit like that, so they were basically like ready to heal people up. Okay, but anyway,
could
Honey
you
Hills,
say
you
that
were
I'm
outside.
less covered in mud because I'm washing tables, at least on my hands?
Yeah, now your hands are kind of clean, but now the tables
It's
are
like
a little more
you
dirty.
have gloves on, but like not.
No, the bucket's dirty. I'm better
Oh,
at this than
gosh.
you think I am. I washed the muddy water.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Okay,
Honey Hills, you are outside
Okay.
with Jasmine's mother.
All right,
How did you
so
know about that?
You ever hear of Eladrin? They're kind of like fancy elves. They kind of can just like teleport places sometimes. And she'll kind of like
Sort
pause
of.
and right. So to give you a quick little rundown. Basically, I had a dream last night. Your daughter was in it. She was sick. Clearly looked like she needed help. And when I woke up, I come from Maravine, by the way. I fell asleep in my
Alright.
bed there, and I woke up right next to your daughter's bed. When I woke this morning.
Oh.
I saw she was sick. I can't explain except for that I had a divine calling from Merlo, blessings upon him, and I woke up here. This is the second time I've done it, so listen, as crazy as it sounds to you, it's just as crazy for me. Your daughter,
Oh,
so her name was Jasmine. She was sick. I couldn't do anything to help her. She said you would be working the beer tent and asked me if I could bring her some fairy floss while you were at work. So I went, I got fairy floss, I came back, and I saw a vampire over top of her, taking the life from her. Sorry, a cat just started meowing at me and I got scared. Hello!
I'm
Sorry.
terribly sorry you had to see that. And, thank you for burying her. And you can see, like, her eyes are starting to, like, well up a bit, and, like, she's not, like, she's definitely not, like, happy about the situation, but she also
Yeah.
seems pretty calm. Like, she's not surprised by anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what to say other than please just keep this to yourself.
Did you hire a vampire to kill your daughter so she wouldn't be sick anymore?
I paid a vampire so I could keep my daughter.
You do understand what becoming a vampire means, right?
I do.
Did you like sat and thought about it? You actually took time to think about how it would impact your daughter, who's now never going to grow up. And then, what are you going to say to her when she starts asking questions, when, you know, she's with her playmates and then they're getting bigger and older and she just stays the same? And as she's saying this, there's kind of like the a yellow glow in the same spot as before. Like, she's getting a little emotional, but she's still like trying to keep composure.
I'm going to tell her the truth. Have you ever had a child?
An actual child? No.
Of course.
You say, of course, to mock me.
I don't know what other kind of child you would mean.
Just because I haven't had a child of my own, I have taken care of many animals. I've watched them born and die, and there was plenty of things I wanted to do to make sure they didn't die or they didn't get sick again. But at some point, you just have to accept that nature takes its course, and sometimes bad things happen as much as you don't want them to.
How long have you been alive?
105 years I've been alive.
She's been alive for 8. She's been sick. All of them. All of them. That's not a life.
No, it's not a life, but now you're setting her up for a lifetime, an eternity of sanguine hunger. Do you think that's better?
They've been working with vampires the last 10 years trying to find ways around that. They've been trying to re-educate them. I think the world is opening up to the idea of people like her existing. There's people that can help her. I could help her.
They're starting to accept and come to terms with it. Is there anything I could roll right now to like, if there's anything that like, Honey Hills has heard through like while she's been meditating, anything from Miralo, so pure, just through the grapevine of the world of like how well received vampires are becoming in this time span?
Yeah, roll history, probably.
Okay. Looking at it. 18.
18. Oh, hell yeah. So basically, what's the best way to put this? So they're not killed on sight at this point. Whereas
are they still discriminated against?
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Yeah, 100%. You don't find many. So basically the way that this world works right now is before it was like basically kill on sight, you're a monster, like there's no like redeeming you. And now like there are people who are trying to find like ways around that through like, I don't want to pull a Twilight here, but like yeah, animal blood, things like that, or like
Yeah.
they've been known to potentially, drain prisoners and prison systems and such like that, essentially. Or like, I don't know, there's a couple different ways around just kind of going on like a bloodthirsty rampage, essentially. And like after the war happened, they're accepted in quotes, as in like, yeah, you can exist, but like I don't like you. A lot of them get like kind of shunned out of areas. Most of them end up kind of making like their own little like colonies on the outskirts and just really go to town for like necessities every once in a while. But it is better than it was and is like kind of plateaued at the moment, basically. As far as like rights and things like that go.
Okay. I mean, yes, they've come a decent bit of a way, but I mean, you really want your daughter to be discriminated against, treated like a monster, but they're not going to kill her outright because no, we're so more accepting about it now. I mean, you want to set her up to feed off of animals, or better yet, why don't we send the child in to feed off of prisoners for the rest of the world, the rest of eternity? Do you really think that's gonna be good for her?
Would I rather my daughter be discriminated against than dead? Yes.
I hope that you made the right decision.
I hope so too. And while I appreciate your investment in my daughter, it's already been done. And if you tell anyone, we'll both be hung.
Yeah, you are.
I also just kind of like clench her fist at her side and just,
yeah,
for your sake, for our sake, I hope you made the right decision. And she'll just turn
As
and
do
walk
I.
away.
And she'll just kind of like, I don't know if you would look back, but if not, the all-knowing audience would see her just kind of like start to kind of like sit on the side of the beer tent and kind of like just turn into a wreck for a little bit before kind of like picking herself up and heading back in. But yeah, so are you going back into the beer tent?
Yes.
Okay.
I
So
will,
everybody's in the beer tent.
Yeah. I would
It is
say.
Flannery and Falarnius is cleaning tables.
Yep.
May I inquire what her wage would be for the night?
If you want to
do you
ask
usually
her,
get
but
paid
she's
for
not
that
going to be
kind
in
of
for she's not going to be in
hour?
for a couple minutes. Not very much
I'm
though.
just saying, like, what is a shift run to be a barmaid in this kind of festivity?
Maybe a silver like pay,
Okay.
and then whatever in
Okay.
potential tips, maybe.
Sounds good. Okay, just inquiring.
But
make
okay,
this lady's
was
wage.
Tice doing something? It sounded like you were about to say
Yeah,
something.
yeah. I'm talking to Trent about my great business opportunity.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
yes, here we go.
Excited.
Here we go.
Oh,
It's a pyramid
no.
scheme.
Is it gift giving
Alright.
time?
Almost a
Oh,
couple hours.
fuck.
All right, so I have a proposition for you.
Absolutely. Let's hear it.
I have been offered a considerable amount of money to ruin the festival for one particular person.
Okay.
Above table.
Question.
Never mind.
Did you
Carry
say
on.
run or ruin?
Ruin.
Okay, continue.
I think it's more than one person, but I'm targeting one person.
Mhm. How are their teeth?
How are I don't think I've met this person. I don't know. I haven't met this person before.
Okay. Go on.
Good question. So we're supposed to provide this woman a ruby as a gift, which I have. And then we're supposed to take it before the end of the night.
Nope.
No? Did I
No.
forget? It's been a while.
Yeah, so real quick, you're supposed to give it to them tonight, go
Yeah.
to the wedding
Mhm.
in a different
When's
city
the wedding? Oh.
in like a week-ish. I'd have to look at the calendar. It's on the last day of the month. And you're on the 14th right now. So I want to say 10 days ish. So you're supposed to take it back at the wedding. So not tonight, not all of that's tonight. Tonight you're
12 days.
giving it.
Okay.
I don't have the thing in front of me.
I thought this was the night of the second moon of the month.
It's no. It's the 14th right now. You're a couple days out. Most people, just for everyone's knowledge, most people try and do their festivals like before the moons and stuff happen, so they can get all their partying out of the way and shit like that, and then kind of like bunker up if they need to.
Mm.
But yeah, that's continue. I just
I
wanted to
will
make sure we were
download
on the
that
same page.
information in the Trent. It's the end of the month. Yeah, so if you'd be willing to help. I don't have a plan in place yet. I learned about this today. But
What?
Oh,
Do you have an idea of what my role would be?
Just a second, Boogie.
I mean, you'd probably be very good at setting distractions.
I can do that.
Mhm. Her teeth could be terrible, and they may need to be checked. And that would be a very good distraction.
Well, because you are my best friend, I definitely can help you out. So, I am. Whenever you need the word, whenever you have the word, just tell me, and I will.
That
I will
sounds very lucrative. Thank you.
do my teeth thing lucrative.
Bugs, you had your hand up.
I have a passive perception of 15. Would I?
Yes.
Because I would be walking back up to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
Like as I come back in, would I catch on to any of this?
I mean, you would definitely see them sitting there. I don't know if like you walked right up like while they were talking, but you definitely like see them. Yeah, they're not like hidden or anything.
Yeah, so like when she like came back into the beer tent, she was like heading for the counter. So
Sure.
Okay.
But yeah, you probably would have come up like probably right at like the end of whatever they were talking about, I'd say, just based on like time spent elsewhere and whatnot.
Sounds good.
But yes,
So
also,
all
if you know
three-
anyone else who'd be willing to receive money to do what is probably a very simple task, yeah.
Oh, sure. I remember that. What was? I don't remember his name, but that rainbow-colored fella earlier helped me in the
color
fight.
dreamcoat guy.
The guy cleaning tables currently.
Yeah.
I look around. That guy, and I point over to a fighter named Falarnius, who's
A
obviously
fighter named Falarnius, you
busting
see
tables
that.
right now to
I see that.
obviously steal another lady's wage.
You see him point at
yeah,
you
you
and
just
go,
got-
that
yeah,
guy.
Yeah, you just got pointed at.
So I see that as I've been wiping tables, I would say with a passive perception of, I think 12. I see that they're talking about something of interest.
Mhm.
Okay, so before I go and see them and respond to this, can I put the bucket down next to the lady right outside the tent and leave a gold right next to it? Am I
If you
allowed
knew
to
she was
do
out
that?
there, yeah, sure. She just, you look, and
Well,
she's
I saw
like
them
kind of
leave.
like,
That's why I grabbed the bucket.
yeah,
Right?
no, she's definitely still kind of like sobbing a little bit. She looks up at you as you put the bucket down, and like, I don't. Are you
And the
making
gold
the
coin.
gold obvious?
Let's say I put she's. So I'm just assuming entrance or tent area thing. Bucket, crying woman, just a gold right in between them.
Okay.
And
Cool.
then I walk
She
away. I
just-
don't say anything to her.
Okay, she just kind of like
Back to
looks
that.
up at you for a second and then sniffles and like pockets the gold and like kind of starts to get herself together to go back inside, basically.
Because she was complaining about getting paid. I made sure she got paid. Back to clean
Okay.
tables.
Good deal. So she now has a gold and you have one less.
Yes. Okay,
Definitely
I approach the
important
conversation.
for later.
You come back to being pointed at.
Yes. Just,
I'm
Trent's
still
just still pointing, just like.
He just went outside and he's back.
Just clocking the fucking compass hand.
But yeah, so
Sorry,
you're
I had my
walking up to
water
them.
today.
So I walk up. Hello. Yes. Hi.
Hello. What was your name again?
A fighter named Falarnius.
It's a lot. My name is Tice. It's good to meet you. So yeah, my friend Tret and I here, we were just talking about a very lucrative business deal.
I
Yeah.
smile at the word friend.
Yeah.
Before he could even finish about the business deal, I asked, "Does it take me away from here?
Oh, it sure does. It
Count
sure
me
does.
in. Don't
Cool.
have to sell me."
I'm gonna make so much money off of this because you guys apparently don't want anything. I don't say this out loud. This is more of an internal.
I don't really need. I just gave her a gold to take her job away. I don't
Yeah.
fucking care about money. A fighter named Falarnius has no need for mortal collections.
Mortal collection.
Trent does. It's called teeth.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, brother! Woo!
Yeah.
Tuck horn sounds.
So question. So while this is
Mhm.
happening, is Tice still nursing the pink toe wine from Erebus?
That's so awful.
I know.
Yeah, he really hasn't gone. He's gotten a couple
Okay.
sips out of it.
Follow-up question for DM.
Uh-huh.
Miss Trusty.
Without Dungeon Mistress, while sitting kind of waiting to figure out if Honey Hills even wants to drink or whatever, would I guess I don't. Is the wine pungent enough that she would recognize the smell and be like, "That smells like home"? Kind of
One, there's various bottles behind that you can see clearly marked. And
Yeah.
two, hell yeah, you've been around that shit like
Okay.
what, 60 years or some shit? Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
60
that.
years.
You know that stuff. You know that stuff.
So kind of, because I would say she's not really paying attention to the bottles behind the thing because she's just
Mhm.
emotionally drained at the moment, and then
Sure.
kind of gets that sniff from home and kind of almost like a dog that perks her head up, kind of I'm gonna say for sake of ease that Tice and Trent are to Honey Hill's right, so she'll kind of
Sure.
lean over, excuse me, do you happen to be drinking pink toe by chance?
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah.
I wasn't fully paying attention when he said what it was. I just heard it was the most expensive thing here.
It's a good one. Did you buy a bottle? Did you just buy a glass?
Glass.
I say, oh, it's a shame. I actually come from Maravine, and I actually have been making the wines helped making the wines the last 60 years. So might have had a hand in making it. So I just had a hell of a day. So that kind of
Or a foot.
Trent hears this and goes, "Well, I'll get you a glass," because he has his winnings. So he tosses the barkeep 2 more silver and asks for another glass of pink toe for Honey Hills.
That was 5.
No, it's
No,
5 for
Five
the
for the
bottle.
5
5
for
for
the
the
Yeah.
bottle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honey Hills will see us be like, oh, well, why? Thank you.
I come in there real quick. You should buy her the bottle.
I should what?
Buy her the bottle.
Oh, well.
He whispered it
Little
to
one's got a
you.
hard time.
How do I split coins in this game?
What
So
are you
it's 10
at?
silver. 10 silver is 1 gold.
Okay, so you know what? I say fuck it. I toss the barkeep a gold and I say 2 bottles of pink toe.
All right, sir. And he'll just grab them, and he doesn't even cork them for you. He just sets them on the bar.
It's okay. I uncork one of them with my
Your
orc
teeth. Your orc
No, my
tooth?
orc-
Oh my
specifically the
god.
orc-
Yes.
Oh, and did
okay.
you just grab the tooth and just fucking like stab
I
it in there
fucking
and
love
pull it
that.
out?
Hell
I
yes, you
love it.
do. I love it.
It's hot. I want to sex you.
Wow, wow.
We haven't discussed sexual orientations yet, so you might.
No,
want
it was
to.
fourth wall sex, not actual sex.
Oh, okay, got it. Got
Um,
I'm starting to come around to that.
it. Oh my gosh.
I do keep one of the bottles for myself,
Okay.
just for later. But the other one I uncork with the orc tooth. I just
Okay.
pop it out and I put it on the table and I go, a couple glasses for everybody.
And he will
Oh,
set
why
down some
thank-
glasses.
You
Now
didn't
he'll
have
stop
to do
being
that.
pissed about my water.
Honey Hills will grab the bottle and kind of like look at it, like smiling very fondly, and just instead of her normal skin, she'll have in that same spot, it'll be bright fucking pink, not like blushing pink, like like pink, like vibrantly pink. Just for a moment, as she kind of like reminisces and is like, oh, so, and please tell me to shut up if I keep talking, but my friend and I, Gwyn, we actually so we're the Grape Smashers.
Nice
back in
immediately
Maravine.
zones out.
We're the Grape Smashers, and
Trent is just looking at your teeth. Sorry, go on.
no, we have lots of fun. We're the only big folk. I mean, Gwyn is very much big folk. She's a giant. However, I mean, I'm just an elf, but there's a whole bunch of gnomes and halflings there, and it's been my home for the last 60 years. So it's just been so nice, and honestly, this is kind of what I needed after today. And not even pouring it into a glass, being completely fucking hick for a second, hick, not well-mannered, just fucking drinks it out of the bottle, big swig, and sets it down.
Trent cheers. Yeah, let's go.
But excuse me, sir, who was drinking the glass that reminded me of home.
Comes back into focus. Yeah.
So what is your name? I think I've seen you before, but we haven't been well acquainted, I would say.
My name is Tice.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Honey Hills. And then well, thank you. As she's looking at Tice, like kind of like leaning over like the counter a little bit to see him, is there in like the immediate vision of like his vest, is there like a defaced symbol of Mirlo or Solpier that's just like right there?
Probably. If it's not like it, yeah.
Weren't some of them worn down to like unrecognition?
Yeah. Some of them are just like the shadow of what the symbol looked like.
Okay,
Like there's no engravings left.
gotcha.
Oh yeah, something I did forget. He does have one holy symbol that is not defaced. It is not to any god. It is a on his staff. He has
Actually, a cross.
a circle. It's pretty. It's a circle. It's a circle with like it's just like a cross T. So there's no like top bit, but
Okay.
yeah.
Is that
so,
because it's your name?
I am my own.
Bitch, it might be.
bitch, I might. She'll look, and I'm just gonna say it's like on his like fucking like left bicep or shoulder or whatever, just fucking. And she'll kind of put her hand over her own holy symbol for a moment. Well, anyways, yeah, it's nice to meet you. How was you know, I heard about the fighting pits and everything. How did that go? Because I kind of got taken away and had to take care of some of the business.
Trent here won, and he kind of like punches him on the shoulder.
And he looks over at Honey Hills and he goes, "See that bottle I uncorked for you? This was one of the prizes." And he pulls up the orc tooth that still has the cork stuck on the tooth. And he pops the cork off.
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Well, congratulations on winning. She'll kind of like clasp him on the back for a moment. Yeah, so you really like teeth, don't you?
I love them.
Yeah, so you've already gotten a fine guarantee at my teeth. You're not gonna try and take my fucking teeth, are you? I mean,
Oh,
pardon
not
my
without
French.
your permission.
Whew, that is so...
Wrench.
Yeah.
Pardon
what
my
is this?
language.
France is on another continent. It's,
Which language? I speak Common, Sylvan, and Infernal.
Do you actually say that you speak Sylvan?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was saying because I like if you did say that, she would fucking flip and start talking to you in Sylvan. Yeah, pardon me. I don't particularly curse much. I just today's been rather interesting. But yeah. So
There's a beast in the bar.
Oh my
it's
Roll initiative.
Yeah, everyone roll initiative. There's a beast in the bar.
Okay.
Honey Hills is
I'm
cut
just
off.
kidding. I'm just kidding. Y'all hear that
I
dog?
did get a 20. A dirty 20.
I got
Oh
a
my God.
modded 17.
Okay, the dog
18.
just runs out of the bar.
Hell yeah.
You scared him away.
I got a fat
I'm
booty
brandishing-
bitch.
It was
on
an
my-
ethereal golden retriever.
Shut up.
Oh no!
Oh my God.
Doing what she loved.
All right.
Anyways.
For anyone who doesn't know, Jerry just killed my dog in a game.
got yourself
as in
killed.
me. Okay, that's true. Anyway, proceed.
Yeah, you got yourself killed. None of this is my fault.
And then a meteor comes down and crashes into the beer tent, but only hits Tice. It's really
That's
weird.
crazy.
That's so crazy.
like-
The
so
meteor
weird.
are insane.
I look at Tyson, I feel like he's like so handsome you hate it.
I mean, a little bit, yeah.
Look at that guy. Look at
Yeah.
that guy. I mean,
Got a
yeah.
pretty wicked charisma, so.
I really feel like because of the T on the staff, he's just Jesus Christ, and that's what he thinks. he
Jesus
is.
Christ
coming up the
Superstar
next,
is
coming up the next
Jesus.
board.
Oh my
He
gosh.
himself is the only God he needs to believe in.
But
I love
so kind of like leaning back a little bit, she'll just kind of would not particularly saying or referring to Tice, but like he knows Honey Hills is talking to him. So you ain't got a thing for gods, eh?
Oh,
Ooh.
well, that's not. None of the ones that you would know.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Oh, please do enlighten me.
Oh, no. Story for another day.
Mm.
But, yeah, I have a little divinity in me myself, actually.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah.
What kind of divinity you got in ya?
Well, The problem is, if I cast any of my divinity stuff, it costs spells. I don't say that out loud, but in my head.
You're just saying it to yourself.
I don't have any spell slots.
Fireball.
I just give him a spell slot just under the table. Just
Yeah.
Oh man, if you could give me spell slots.
Oh my
I
god.
toss him a gold and I go, here's your spell slot.
His money is his spell slots.
Oh my goodness.
Trent doesn't have spell.
His teeth.
Yeah.
You do notice a couple people are starting to like filter out of the beer tent and towards the fire area, but like you guys are welcome to keep speaking here if you desire.
She'll kind of Honey Hills will cut herself off as to not
Oh.
start shit, because
Yeah.
she shouldn't do it.
So anyway, you looking to make money?
make money how?
Kind of like reverse pickpocketing. I'm trying to think of how you would explain it. It's like we're stealing something, but we're the ones also giving the thing.
Right.
So
So here, riddle me this.
Okay.
Is it, are we like stealing from a criminal, or are we stealing from somebody who, you know, doesn't deserve to have their stuff taken?
Oh, the second one, of course. Yeah.
Well,
At least
saw
he's
that one.
honest.
yeah, at least he's honest.
Well, it depends on what you consider to be a criminal.
All right, lay it out for me plain then.
I mean, there are plenty of people in high political positions who are, taking money from the poor and giving it to themselves. This would be one of those individuals.
Okay, see, I thought you were trying to say that we're pickpocketing some, like, single mother who barely
Just came
afford
into more
groceries.
gold.
I would need your help to do that.
Well, you know what? All right,
Just get
so
the
we're stealing from a corrupt politician, mayhaps.
Yeah.
What is corruption?
What's a politician?
Deeply abstract concept.
What is French?
Kombucha, is that French for pussy? Right, yeah, so you're definitely gonna have to elaborate more on
So,
what we're doing.
people are leaving. So basically, I got a ruby. One of the people here today at the party are receiving gifts, and I have been provided a gift to give this individual. And then, when we get to her wedding, we're going to take it back.
Are you telling me we're also, not only are we giving something to someone and stealing it back, we're also going to be wedding crashers? Or
Yeah.
have you actually been invited to this wedding?
Have I been invited? I don't think I've been invited to this wedding, have I?
Technically, everyone's invited to the wedding.
Technically, yes.
Right. Would, based on what Tice has said,
Mhm.
could I roll like insight or something to like figure out if I've like heard anything about this just through like
I would
Like, 'cause,
say
like,
it'd
I mean,
probably
she's
be
dropped
another
off-
history.
okay, because like she's definitely like dropped off wine and stuff before, so like
Mhm.
she talks to people here.
Yeah, I would say probably history.
Okay.
It's not gonna be a super high DC, but
Okay.
1.
16.
okay, yeah, so the alderman of this area's daughter is going to be married off to the current king. And just because you did roll like a little bit higher, you would know that the alderman and the former king used to be friends. So basically his son took over after the war. He's been unwed this whole time, and he's essentially marrying off his daughter into the royal family. So you're guessing that that's probably the wedding that they're talking about, because it was kind of like, it's kind of like one of those things where like, yeah, everyone's invited, but like, I mean, they don't expect everyone to come, but like they expect most people from this town, or a lot of people from this town, to come, just because it's directly connected. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, the daughter from this town is getting married to the king. So basically a lot of people from here are going to be there, and then a lot of people from Soadana, which is the capital city, will be like in attendance.
Okay, so kind of So the daughter who's from Nomiladir, the one she's getting the one who's getting married off to the king,
Yeah.
right? Is that's what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Right. I guess with what I rolled, would I know that like there was some fuck shit going on with these people? Not like maybe
thing...
not like the the daughter perhaps, but like the king, the new king or whatever.
The only like main details you'd really know is that he has kind of like a very hit or miss reputation because he's technically the one. He was really young when it happened, and it happened mostly with advisors, but he's technically the one that struck like the peace deal that like started rights for like the fiendish. So like he has people that are like very against him because of that and also very for him because of that, but then you also have members of the fiendish who are still kind of against him because they don't think he's doing enough like for them. So it's not so much necessarily like, oh, he's skimming gold off of like reserves and shit like that. It's just like he made like a really big political move that not everyone agrees with necessarily, which isn't like, I don't know, the people who really like him, and the people who really don't. It's like a very polarizing kind of,
Okay. And then, I guess with her, like, divine calling to being here and everything, like, I guess, would she know if doing this would put her in bad standing with her gods? Or was it kind of a gray area where they're just kind of like,
it doesn't.
Like, rolling religion.
No, it's fine. It doesn't seem like it would put you in bad standing necessarily because I don't know how much you want me to say. I could just deafen everyone real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Okay.
I'll just deafen myself.
I got you.
I was like, I think he just did it anyways. Or did
Okay. I think. Okay. I think we're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, you saw all of these people in your dream, and then the next one was something really fucking bad happening at the castle where this wedding's taking place. So you kind of are led to believe that this is technically the path that you're supposed to be following. You don't know if necessarily this is the way, but it is a way to follow that path.
It's a way to get me there. Okay.
Yeah, basically. I am gonna unmute them unless you have anything else to add to that.
All I needed.
Okay.
Let me.
Yeah.
My router. Oh, I think you server muted.
There we go.
Fucking Gary. Or he muted himself.
I muted myself.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I was gonna say, I think I got everybody except Bear needs to undo.
Bear did himself. Now he's stuck in eternal torment.
Bear! And Bear! Get in here, dog. Or just don't. That's fine.
My router.
Okay. But yeah, so that's basically
Okay.
it. If you want to continue with whatever you were.
That's so weird and complicated.
Did anyone else just stop hearing for a second? Okay.
Yeah. I just start smacking the side of his head. Like,
everyone just got deaf for no reason.
Oh my god.
like there's like a loud ring.
Azeen's past my head because I was off like elsewhere, so deep in thought.
She'll just kind of like look to Tyson, just shake her head. You know what? Why not?
Wow.
Sure, I'll help you. So what's I mean, I don't particularly need a lot of gold. I don't know how much you're getting paid for it. I just need a little bit. I take care of animals. I'm a healer a little bit. So I just need like just a little bit. I don't care how much you're making. If I just get like 5 to 10 pieces, I should be set.
Oh, of gold?
Give me 100 platinum.
Well, luckily for you, we're only getting 5 to 10 pieces of gold each.
Okay. Well, that's totally fine then.
Yeah. Lies through his teeth.
I can make a deception if you'd like me to.
Yeah, make a deception, and then why don't you roll insight? We're gonna do a combat one, so we're gonna do deception.
All right.
Everyone we all roll?
I mean, if you are like not believing this.
So I rolled a 1.
You said I'm rolling insight, right?
Yeah, just don't roll a 1 and you got it.
Yeah, I got I can't
I got
count.
18.
I got a
If
fucking
it's
13.
above 1, you know he's fucking bullshitting right now. He is full of shit. Like,
Yeah, all right. How about
fully.
you just tell us how much we're actually making instead of lying through your teeth?
I don't.
500 for the 4 of us. Not each,
500
but total.
total. Okay. You know what? Because I don't. I mean, I was totally fine with 5 to 10 before, but honestly, I'm fine with just taking 50.
Oh, that's okay.
I don't
I'll
care.
Go ahead.
I say y'all can
I'll
split it up however you want. I don't care.
I'll take 10 and the teeth.
10 pieces of gold.
I'm gonna write
the
these
teeth.
down and hold you to them. Not really, but
I
we
look at
almost
his
got
zine. I look at his zines and he goes like this. So I was like, I can take 10 as well. I'll take 10.
He doesn't have enough hands. Oh, that's funny.
here's a secondary question that I hadn't thought about. How much is just the ruby itself?
You could,
Could I just take it and
501.
run? Could I?
I mean, you could. I might have
Because I mean,
effects
one of the
that you
people
don't
who work for
expect.
one of the people who work for the people who hire me currently is tuskless.
Yeah. Don't
It is
forget
now a
though, he
shell
did
in the form
offer
of
you
itself.
more. He did offer you
wonder
more
what
money
happened.
upon completion.
Yeah. I'm aware. But like,
Okay.
is the more money less than the cost of the ruby?
I don't know how to have you roll for this. To like assess the value of this.
Yeah, it could be like investigation. It'd probably be an
Sure,
intelligence
yeah.
check of some
Do
sort.
investigation.
Okay.
I was gonna say either
I will
that
do
or
that.
fucking I don't know.
9.
Perception feels weird. It doesn't look like. I mean, it's big, but it's also just like a ruby, not like a diamond. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
it's not like.
Jaded.
It's probably not going to be more than what you're going to make altogether, essentially.
Okay. And maybe a question that could undermine this whole thing. Why are we doing this? I'm doing it because I was offered money to do so. But
You don't
how
know.
much?
He didn't tell you anything.
Okay, got
He
it.
just said, do this and you'll get paid.
Okay.
And you were like, I bet.
Okay, that's fine.
Just so we know, it's 440 rupees to buy a ruby in Legend of Zelda. So
Yeah, that does
Okay,
help,
well, yeah, that math calculates over to D&D, actually. So
Well, duh.
How many
our
Legend of
system is
Zelda
now just
rupees?
rupees.
is one
Everything-
gold.
How many Farquads is this?
3 whole far
Oh yeah, for everybody who doesn't know, in our home game we measure everything in far quads because
And
it's a
Shrek.
funny way to measure stuff. And Shreks, yeah, but
That's
mostly far
amazing.
quads.
Yeah, Shreks are a 10 square unit, and then Farquads
Yeah.
are a smaller, like a half of a 5.
Yeah, like a 2.5. But
Like a
yeah,
crisp high
so
5.
what are y'all doing? We just kind of got Boogie on board. Everybody got paid a little bit. Well, has
I lost money in
negotiated.
this
Oh, am I-
transaction.
Okay.
Am I paying now, or
No.
I don't know. That's up to you.
I can pay now?
I
If
figured
we can
when
get
the
it,
job was done.
we
How
can
much
get
gold
it
do you
out.
have?
A lot.
That's not important.
Don't worry about it.
That's
Look
a
at Mr.
different
Pitman.
question.
Yes.
It's a very lucrative friendship. I'll say that.
Okay, so I guess final answer. Are you paying us now or no?
No, probably after job done.
Okay.
I can give you half now if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean that also works.
You can give me
Just
half
So
a
you
set
have
of
good
teeth right
good
now.
faith.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe in your abilities.
Okay.
So 10, 10, and 25.
I look at his
Oh no,
zines.
5, 5, and 25.
Yeah.
No, I said 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
no,
you're
so
for
Oh,
half.
yeah, yeah.
Paying
Well,
half
still,
is- yeah.
I look at his zines. He shakes his head. I was like, I'll take money after job done.
I'll tell you what. I'll give the 5 to Aziz then. Assuming that he is assuming I don't know what Aziz is. I assume he's another person, so I'll be like, here you go.
Zines can't hold on to things other than. So, we made a clarification, Lune and I, that he cannot touch like physical things. It's more of an action based
Would it
violence.
just fall through his
So that-
hands when he puts
Yes,
them
that's
out?
how that would work
He
essentially.
is beholden to action-based violence. That is.
Yeah, because he cannot
Yeah.
open doors. He cannot take actions.
Yep.
He cannot pick things up. He
He
can do
can't
damage.
flank, which is a big one that I remember being a pain when I did Echo Knight.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
I'll go to
okay,
put it
we've
in his
discussed
hand.
monies.
I'll go, oh, well, that's convenient. And then I'll take it
It's
back.
just Ian's going like this.
Ooh, I need to have like a separate card just for your echo, I feel like.
Oh my god, yes.
That'd be awesome.
But,
Specifically one of him doing this. Just
yeah, just a 6.
So, my stomach starts to growl as I realize I had that fight and I haven't eaten anything in a while, and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh,
You also eat
I'd like
tea?
to go.
I don't mean this in a mean way, but like, I don't know what your shtick is.
There is an immediate scowl, and I shoot a glare over at Tyson. I go, I would never do such things to precious teeth. Gotta digest them.
Honey Hills will kind of like reach over and like rub his shoulders. Hey, I don't think he said he didn't mean any offense. It's okay. We know you like teeth.
We just don't know how much you like tea.
Yeah, we just
my scowl starts to lighten, and I go, sorry, just part of the job.
Right. Interesting. So, Tice. So I guess before I even say anything, do you give Honey Hills the half right now?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, so and then
Plus
she'll
25.
just when you hand it to her, she'll be, thank you, and put it in one of her pockets. But then she's kind of gonna like grab a scrap paper out of her pocket and a quill. She'll start fucking furiously writing at the fucking table.
You reading a contract?
No.
Okay.
So she's actually a devil.
I actually, yeah.
Hey, you're talking to a devil himself. If
No,
anyone knows contracts.
It's this guy.
It's AT&T.
But then I'm gonna, so she'll write that, and then once she's done, she's kind of like, oh, excuse me, she'll kind of like walk outside, with her staff, summon Miri.
Oh, okay. The little dove just kind of like.
No,
Okay.
not quite.
I want this knowledge out there that I start heading out to go get food. So do I see this?
I mean, if you're like
She's not
following
really
around the same
hiding.
time, yeah.
Yeah, so like she's not like trying to hide it. She just like went around the corner because she didn't want to like try and summon a bird inside a bar tent.
Sounds good. Okay.
And then so she'll have like a little so Miri will be there. She'll have like a little pouch, nothing that he can't carry.
Right.
Tie the little message to his little toots with the little pouch. And then kind of give him a little smooch on his noggin and send him on his way. Just be like, oh, just take this to Gwyn, love, and then just kind of send him on his way.
Cool. Give you a little, and then take off.
Trent is standing there slack-jawed because he thinks this is the best magic trick ever.
Oh,
are
hello,
you Snow
sorry.
White?
Man, I did not see you there. Hey, Trent, what are you up to?
I'm hungry.
Oh, yeah, right. I should probably eat soon too. Yeah.
Animals are your thing, right?
I would say so. Yeah.
Sorry, not a sex thing.
Are animals your teeth? That's the real question.
Are you a vegan?
What's a vegan?
Oh, that's a good question.
I'm pretty sure this fair has meat, and I'm about to go eat, and I would feel very
Oh, you don't want
bad.
to offend her. Okay.
Yeah. Trent
okay.
wants to be everyone's best friend.
Okay, so before I even answer that, I
Vegans
guess
don't exist.
it's not even that. I guess is it a It's not against either of my gods to like, I mean, to.
You have two gods?
No, I mean,
Who's asking?
Me.
no, not exactly. I mean, there's
One's a
like an
mushroom.
understanding that like
No, I
you're
don't follow the mushroom.
no, not the mushroom. Look at this fucking character portrait, bro. Jade so eloquently put both the symbols in there.
Yeah,
but
they did, and I love them. And
yeah, we love Jade. But anyway,
we love Jade.
We love Jade.
No, not
Oh
exactly.
my God.
It's kind of
Okay.
understood that like. I mean, there's like a circle of life still. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, just
Got it.
because
I
you're
kind of-
following,
well,
like,
Yeah, I kind of figured it was kind of like, you know, almost like a Native American like aspect to it. Like when you hunt something, you use the whole part of it. You use the whole animal.
Yeah.
You don't waste.
mhm.
Kind of, and I feel
And
like
it's
that's kind
not-
of what.
It would be more like a character choice than like a
Yeah.
God-based choice, I guess, is what
Yeah.
I'm getting at here. So, like, if you
Okay.
wanted to do that, because I know your person's, like, particularly, like, affinite towards animals and such, but
Yeah.
What is this Native American you speak of?
Oh my god.
what is America?
Yeah.
What is
true.
it?
That's true.
Um,
So
Native
just
Syrians.
what does
So-
this say?
I was saying so after the much discussing, I was just kind of, you know, I do partake. I'm not. Well, I hear that the animals of the poultry variety are quite good for you. It's not really my cup of tea. I mean,
What is tea?
No, tea's not.
You know what tea is. Tea is a
I,
thing.
I'm
I
an
just-
American. I only know of tea when it's getting thrown into an ocean.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ahaba.
Fuck that tea.
Yeah.
Fuck your tea.
The only tea I know.
I keep
Get
hearing
teabagged.
tea, but I think I hear teeth. Teeth?
Get teabagged, bitch.
Teeth bagged.
I mean, yes.
Stop.
I dabble. I wouldn't say I don't eat meat.
I just don't want to offend you, but if you're okay with me going to eat meat real quick, that's fine.
So that's
as a-
changed.
I mean, I'll come with if you want someone to eat food with. I've yet to eat today, so.
Oh, absolutely. I'll get you food too. Let's go.
What the fuck did you say, man?
You said I eat meat. I was like, so there's a chance.
Oh,
Oh my god.
I love you.
You're all fired.
Okay.
Okay, so you
I'll
two
be
are
asked
heading to the feast.
Yeah.
What are a fighter
Also
named
gonna have the
Florinius and Tice doing? Okay, everyone's
Yeah.
heading towards the feast. Alright, let me pull
So
up
I-
our little.
I'll fighter named Valernus. Have you been digging recently?
I stopped mid rock paper scissors game with the zines because I wasn't paying attention. I've lost 3 times in a row at this point. I look down and I had fucking mud from here. I would say I've done a little bit of digging.
All right.
just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Well, I'm a giant human being of a Goliath, so I think it's a
Also,
little.
what are scissors?
No, this is the narrative rock paper scissors.
Oh.
So we're just playing a game where I'm throwing up objects that have a precedence
Got
instead
it.
of.
Rock, paper, sword. Rock,
Yeah.
There.
Well, let's say it's.
What?
Let's call it rock dirk sheet.
rock parchment shears.
Yeah.
Older parchment
Oh,
shears.
there
Yeah.
you go.
So
Perfect.
I love it.
Okay, so you asked about that.
I-
Are you guys just moving or?
yeah, I noticed that people
Oh,
are
yeah.
gone, and so I finally out of rock parchment shears, go back to follow them.
Good deal.
But lag behind. I always lag behind.
So like I said before, you see like there are a couple tables set up. There are also people like spreading out like blankets like around this like general vicinity, and then up here you have a big fancy table with like 3 chairs. You see Alderman Bassey there, his daughter Marion, and his wife Alora all like seated, and there are people currently bringing food to them at the moment. And then you see on the side there's like a bunch of people starting to pass out other stuff. Are you guys taking a seat at the tables or kind of just vibing? Yes.
How large are these tables? Like off the ground, you say like 3.5-ish feet,
Like
picnic table kind of
height?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah, like picnic table.
Okay. So I could sit
height,
on the
I
ground and be
guess.
just fine because I would press the bench.
Probably. You would
just
probably
making
be
sure.
fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
You might have to.
That's a graphic right there of everyone at a picnic table, and me just sitting off to the side.
I love it. But yeah, so once everyone starts to get seated, like I said, are we going for tables or are we kind of picnicking?
I mean, if a fighter named Falarnius heads for the picnic table, I mean, I would assume that Trent and I would follow. Like, I would assume that Trent would want to stick with his two friends. So
sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
Where is the food happening? You said there was stuff being passed out, but there are other people off to the side. Is
Yeah,
that like
so
a potluck style serving?
No, they are gonna start bringing stuff to tables. They're just serving this main table first, and then they're gonna come
Okay.
around to everyone else. Like once more people get like kind of settled
How
and such.
occupied are these picnic tables around the fire?
The ones like the most close, like probably the 4 front ones are like full up, and then I would say these ones are about half. Like you can fit about like 10 to 15 people at each of these tables. They're pretty fucking big. They know that there's like a bunch of people in town and like celebrating at the festival. And then I would say like these back ones are kind of like stragglers, like maybe a couple people there, like nothing full. And I'm sure if you wanted people to scooch over, they'd scooch or something.
So on the southeastern table of the fire, I am going the corner one. I'm just gonna go sit at the outer edge at the end.
Sure, like over
of
here.
it, on the eastern side of it, cardinal.
Cool. Sure.
As I still eclipse the back of the table.
Pretty much. Okay,
And
good deal. So you guys are
I
posted
sit-
back over here.
Yep, but I sit in the seat that's apparently right. So if they're at the edge, I'm in the seat next to them to their left.
Okay, good deal. So everyone's sitting.
yeah,
Where
I
are you
would
going?
probably sit. I'd probably sit across from Trent, so it's like fighter named Falarnius. I'm assuming Trent and then me.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Okay.
Tice sits on the table, crisscross.
Yeah,
out.
actually.
A
On
little
the
square. No, I'm
table.
kidding.
I probably would sit on the table.
Perfect. Love it. Okay, so while you guys are kind of getting settled, you do see Alderman Bessie kind of step up to like the front of like the little stage area with his wife, who kind of like does like some fancy little hand movements like around like his throat area, and basically she's making his voice louder for him, just so like everyone can like
Oh, I can do
clearly
that.
hear him. I can do that. And
I'm like,
you
what
kind
the
of
fuck?
It's not a
you
sex
kinda-
thing.
It's
not
not
a
a
sex
sex
thing.
thing.
Is it a sex thing?
You kind of hear his voice boom out, and he just says, I would first like to extend a warm welcome to all Nomiladins, aside those just visiting us this evening. Whether you're here for the festival or just passing through, all are welcome at our tables tonight. This week, we honor Lelusa, the goddess of good times, and a good time we shall have. You hear a couple people in the crowd that are like, yeah, like, you know, pumped up and shit, and he kind of gathers everyone down, and he's just like, however, before we start these few days of festivities, tonight we celebrate my daughter, future queen of Cyrea, Marion. And then more cheers and people like that. You kind of see this, like, younger-ish looking girl stand up, not like teenage or anything, but like probably like maybe 19, 20-ish about. She stands up, she kind of like does like a wave, a very low curtsy, and then just
Does she
returns to
smile?
her seat. Yeah,
Oh god.
Can I do a perception check on her teeth?
you're pretty far back, go ahead.
3.
A 3? You can't see shit from this angle, you're back too far. It's very
There's
unfortunate.
so many other teeth going on.
Yep,
right
and
now
then
that
like
you're-
the fire's like in your way, it's casting weird lights, it's hard to get a good read on the teefers. But Alderman Vesey centers himself once again and addresses the crowd once more, and he says, we leave for the capital on the 19th. King Olamond has graciously opened the Royal Demi-Plaza to all Nomiladins in honor of the wedding. We ask that you join us if you have the time and resources. However, if you cannot attend, make sure to send Marion off with your best wishes. We've acquired the finest of wine from our dear friends in Marvine, hand-delivered by one of their best, Tavini Pinkto, of Pinkto Vineyard, and he extends his hand towards this, like, sweet, elderly-looking gnome woman who, like, kind of blushes and shies away from the attention with, like, a little wave and, like, a nod in the direction of everyone.
Question.
Yes.
Question. Do I recognize Gnome Woman?
You sure do. She owns the Pinkto Vineyard, which is one of several there, but like that's like probably the main one there.
Okay.
So yeah, you definitely recognize her, and
we're pretty far back, right?
yeah, but she's kind of off to the side. Like, they're not like up at the stage or anything. He just
Okay.
kind of like gestured in her general direction, essentially.
She'll kind of like when talking about this stuff, she'll kind of like perk up for a moment, like stand up and kind of like wave at the
Okay,
woman.
she probably does clock you, especially if you stand up and wave, and she just like kind of like cocks her head to the side and gives you like a weird look, like you're not supposed to fucking be here, and just kind of like shoots a wave back in your direction. But she definitely looks like visibly confused. Yes, Bear.
Is there any sort of documentation that the invitation was verbally given to us by the man to join the wedding?
Literal documentation?
Just any kind of way. It was like, he said that people here could join us for the wedding.
Yeah.
So that I have a proof that if I get yelled at for not being supposed to being at the wedding, I'd be like, but he said right here that I could be at the wedding, kind of thing.
I mean, no, they're not handing out like tickets to the wedding.
Is there? Can I call back to this moment if anyone tries to be like, but I was at this point?
I mean, you
It's on
can.
pod,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, it's on the VOD, yeah.
Yeah, I give
It's
the
on watch
VOD to the person at the wedding if we're trying to snipe the ruby from.
Pull out an iPad, just
sure.
like look at that.
For sure.
Where's my tip?
Goodness.
Where my hug at?
Homie in the corner wants a hug.
Man, if they had that at Subway instead of the tip option, just be like, would you like a hug? Just
I would say no.
yeah.
I would say no to
So-
receiving a fucking hug too. Jesus Christ.
His voice cuts through again, and he just says, and of course, a large portion of our food today caught fresh this morning by our friends at the Adventurers Guild, and prepared by our own Tatina Mare. And he, following his hand once again, you see this thin, green dragonborn woman nearly toppling over as she attempts to curtsy in everyone's direction, and then slaps a even chubbier-looking dragonborn woman right next to her that seems to be kind of like mocking her, essentially, for being called out in front of everyone. And finally, he just says, and with that said, thank you to all who have contributed to this evening's festivities. Now let's feast. And everyone just is like, yeah, fuck yeah, feast. And a bunch of people from the sides, including like the drunken dragonborn duo, start bringing out like pots and like bowls of like all this food. You have like a bunch of roasted meats. If I would say almost at the table right next to you, she goes to set down a bowl of like these mashed potatoes, but one of the guests at the tables just simply takes the whole bowl of mashed potatoes and starts eating that, and that's probably because he's missing 4 teeth out of his fucking mouth, and no one seems to question him for doing this. But yeah, the feast is beginning. They're bringing out all this food around to all of the tables. What are you guys doing? Just enjoying your time?
I just snickered at Tice about
It's
the guy who just eating mashed potatoes because he's
just mashed potatoes. He looks very pissed. He's not happy.
Did
I mean, he won't start another fight. He's got more teeth. He's got more teeth to lose.
the elderly gnome woman, is she like still around?
Yeah, she's actually like grabbing bottles of the wine, and she's starting to take it up to the like stage-ish area.
She'll kind of before she gets to the stage, like as she's like grabbing the bottles, Honey Hills will be like, "Excuse me," and like pew, like fucking zip over there real fast.
Right.
Kind of may or may not do a quick little face step.
Sure.
And just kind of pop over there, leaving leaves behind as she does. And she'll be like, "Hi, how are you?"
Well, how did you get here so fast?
Drugs.
So I guess quick question before
Uma.
I continue: is this gnome like old enough to like remember when I first got to Maravine?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's old as fuck.
Okay, right. So you know how I first appeared in Maravine, right?
Well, of course.
So it happened again, and it brought me here this
Oh
morning.
my.
Yeah, I actually just sent Miri back home with a note for Gwyn and some gold.
Oh heavens, I forgot about Gwen. She didn't know you were coming. She's going to be in shambles without you.
I
No, I didn't have a choice in this one. You know how Miralo brought me last time. He brought me here this time. I got the divine calling and all that.
We'll try our best to console her, but she's going to be out of commission for at least a week without you.
Oh, I know. I sent back gold to help with the aviary and whatnot. And also in case Gwyn either forgets, whatever. If any of the birds get sick, have Miri bring them to me. I'll help. Yeah, like I said, I sent gold back to hopefully help with. I mean, I know I just make the food myself, but it may not be as easy. And yeah, if please just Miri will probably be around. So if there's anything that you need from me while I'm gone, stick a note with Miri, send them my way. And I'll try and take care of it best I can.
Of course, we will certainly do that. And I must say your presence will be missed, but we know that you have a higher calling, so we respect it.
Thank you. And she'll envelop this gnome.
Yeah.
You
just feel like, well, she's got like a bunch of wine in one arm, so she just kind of like tries to reach around with the other arm to give you like a little like reciprocate of the hug.
Not a
I
sex
guess.
thing.
It's not a sex thing.
Not that kind of
and
reach
then-
It's not
around.
a Trent thing.
And then she'll just kind of do like when they like do the kiss they touch cheeks and like
Mhm.
just meh. She'll kind of do that
Sure.
and be like, hey, you
Meh.
know, if you need help carrying these around real quick, I can help you out real quick. I mean, I know I'm not working or anything, but I mean, it's the least I can do
That
since
would be so kind of you.
All right, perfect. I'll go ahead and help you then. She'll grab a couple of the bottles that are in her hands, and I feel like she's clearly about ready to drop in.
Sure,
Just
yeah,
start-
she's just taking them up to the stage. So like once you do, she just kind of like sets them down at like not on the table because they're having their food and stuff there, but she's kind of almost like starting like a collections pile like off on the side,
Okay.
and she just kind of does like a low curtsy and she just says, "From your friends in Maravine," and then walks off the stage.
Yeah. So Honey also follow her, help her more if there's anything else she needs help with, but then after that she'll sit down with everybody else and eat once she's no longer needed.
Okay. Yeah, you're probably good on that front. She seems like she's about to sit down somewhere as well and kind of eat it too, so. But yeah. Anybody else do anything fun at this feast?
I'm eating. Just
Turkey
Turkey legs.
I feel like a tap
Mashed
on my
potato.
shoulder, and I see Azine's pointing at the dude with the spoon. And it's just me and him giggling with each other.
Oh, the mashed potato guy?
Yeah. With
Okay, gotcha.
Azine's just like has this ethereal rainbow spoon. It's just going like this, just to mock the guy.
Tice, a couple tables over, you'd probably clock, the guy who got his orc tusks knocked
Fangst?
out. Yeah, Fangst. You would probably see him sitting with Spindum, who seems to be mocking him for not having any tusks, and like the little halfling woman who still looks Nima. She looks shady as fuck. She looks like she's trying to pick pockets tonight, but that's about it from there. You just kind of clock him. You do kind of see Svindum look in your general direction, kind of like take in like who you're sitting with, and then kind of give you like a little shrug and like a head tilt, like as if to be like, yeah, all right, well.
Wait, do I?
But that's
I gotta
about
do
it
one.
from
I don't
there.
think I have message.
I don't know.
Let's go on adventure. I don't.
Is
Okay.
the orc looking in our direction?
No, right now he's being relentlessly mocked by his superior of sorts.
Let me know if he ever looks in this direction.
Okay, I'm sure he will at
So
some point.
wave at him.
No, I got an idea.
Okay.
Oh god. Okay, sure. For the sake of fuckery, after he's getting mocked, you do see him look in your general direction.
Cool. I look over, I smile, I wink, and I start picking my teeth with his tooth.
Oh my my god.
You see him kind of like he like stands up and slams the table like he's gonna do something, and then you see this. Do you know what a yawn tea is?
Oh, isn't that the I'm so sorry.
Is that when you're like really tired and then
Oh
you
my
have to like
God.
drink something after?
No,
Yep,
they're like
no,
little.
you drink
They're kind of like
tired.
snaky people. So
yeah,
like,
aren't they like half snake, half?
That's actually
kinda, yeah.
what,
He's like
chamomile?
It's
greenish.
his character is.
Oh, okay, yeah. So he's like kind of like greenish, and you can see that he's got like these like kind of like shimmery like teal-ish scales, like kind of like along like the jawline and like cheekbones, kind of with like this like dark shaggy hair. And you see that guy touch him on the shoulder and then kind of like push him back down into a seat as if to be like, "Hey, dude, you don't want that smoke again."
You don't want that smoke.
But
You don't
yeah,
want that
and then
fairy smoke.
he looks pretty angsty. Fangsty looks angsty, and he's gonna kind of also continue to eat generally softer foods for the moment, seeing as you took his main teefers.
One's gone for good. It's in the box.
Yeah. You don't know where they go. But yeah, anybody else doing anything during the feast? There are some people starting to get up and like kind of like make their way up towards the stage, dropping off like a couple gifts and stuff. There's a couple people that are bringing like kind of like, I don't want to say like blankets, but sort of like just like nice furs and stuff like that. There's some people dropping off like kind of like snacks for the road, like travels and stuff. So we had like the wine. There's like people dropping off like jerkies and things like that, just like general goodies. Some people are dropping some more expensive stuff, like some jewelry and things like that. This is almost like a, it feels almost like a bridal shower, but like, you know, not like a big
That must be one really
feast.
clean bride.
She looked pretty nice.
Bridal
She looked
shower.
pretty nice.
the fuck
Boo. Boo.
I'll head up and
Okay.
with my ruby.
And you see her kind of like a lot of people in this town kind of look at you with like a stank eye. She just looks pretty kind, and she kind of like gives you like a little nod. Her dad's kind of shooting you some eyes, but aside
I'd
from
give her
that,
finger guns if I wasn't holding a giant ruby in my
finger
hands.
guns. Gotcha.
I do follow
Um,
Tyson.
Finger crossbows. Sorry.
Do you say anything
How
while you're
big
up
is this
there,
ruby, by the way?
No. I just go. I probably do like a little bow, maybe a little over dramatic.
Sure. Okay.
And then
How big is this
place
ruby?
it down.
It's like the size of a fist.
Okay, like a Goliath fist or like a human
No,
fist?
no, like a
pretty-
human, like my fist.
Like a size of a tangerine. Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Sure. Why not?
That's a great
Um,
reference. I hope you caught that.
I didn't. But yeah, so it's about tangerine size, or maybe like a little cutie, like the size of a little
That's-
cutie.
It's a Batman reference. I'm sorry.
Gotcha. Oh, that part
What's
I
up,
got.
slut?
Yeah, I didn't get how that worked with tangerine. Oh my goodness. Or a fighter named Florinius shouts to a passerby.
No, it was Bunny Hills trying to put on pants.
Fun. But yeah, okay, so you drop that off, and she just kind of like smiles and says thank you, and then like looks over and realizes what you put down, and her eyes get kind of big, and then she like kind of stands and does like a little curtsy back towards you.
I give her a wink. And then I.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Not-
are you
not-
hitting
no,
on
it's
the
not a
future
sex thing.
queen?
It's not a sex thing.
It's not a sex
It's not a sex thing. Oh god.
I hope we
That
make
feels like
merch
the-
and it just says it's not a sex.
That's gonna be the title of this episode. It's
It's
not a
just
sex
and
thing.
it's just like pictures of small items. It's just like meat and
Jewelry,
Yeah.
a pocket watch.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
that thing.
Okay, cool. Well,
I'm behind.
gift has been
Tyson, 'cause I
accepted.
was gonna...
oh, you were gonna give
Oh,
something?
are you presenting a
Yes.
tooth?
Okay.
No.
Oh,
Oh, why would he?
You see me. You see me behind Tice, frantically scribbling on a piece of paper.
Sure.
And I hand her it, and it says, "One free visit to the dentist," and I bow and I walk
I
away.
had a feeling.
She like reads it and kind of looks at you and just goes, thank you, and just kind of slides it to the side a little bit, but yeah, it's been accepted as a gift.
And I just walk off with a toothy grin.
Sure.
A very toothy grin.
Love
Toothy,
it.
all right.
I'm gonna wait for the one thing in this campaign that is a sex thing.
No.
It'll happen.
It's gonna be build up. It's gonna be a build up.
I'm gonna wait for Aziz to go like this. Like, oh, it's time. It's a sex thing.
Oh my god.
We call this a slow burn.
It's hot.
Something like that. Like an incense.
Just like this fire. Yeah, so throughout the night, people are just kind of going up and handing out gifts. Did anybody else want to drop anything off? Say hello, whatever? No. Okay.
Well,
With
you
that
know,
being-
she didn't expect to be here tonight,
no,
so
of
she
course.
doesn't have anything prepared.
Come with a
That's super fair.
That's also kind of why she was like, you know what, I'll help.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, good deal. With that being said, the feast is starting to wrap up. People are cleaning off the tables. A lot of people are heading home for the night. There's more festival to happen over like the next 2 days, basically. It's kind of like a weekend event, not on the weekend because the weekend is dangerous.
Hump day event.
But
Wait, why is the weekend dangerous? Is that something that I missed?
the moon is on the last day, so like they try and get most of their shit out of the way like earlier in the week. That way if people feel uncomfortable, they are able to bunk up for the night. However, the next moon coming is a blue moon, so it's not one to be super worried about.
heady.
However, the one after that is the blood moon, which people
Oh,
are kind of worried
hey.
about. Yes.
Actually, I so meant to fucking ask this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping back to Jasmine.
Yes.
The rice?
She's
Shut the
dead.
fuck up. Yes, I know she's dead.
Vampire child named Jasmine?
It's not a sex thing.
It's not literally. It's not a sex thing. Do the moons also affect vampires? Because I know we talked about it when it comes to like werewolves and shit.
Yes.
Does it also? It also affects them.
Yes.
Okay. Anyways, continue.
It affects werewolves, vampires, and the Gorgons, as far as you're aware.
Do they affect it all equally? Do we know this information, or is it like a tiered thing of it?
Probably not like firsthand. No.
I'll leave that there.
probably-
I'll just leave
probably
that there. It's
not.
fine.
The undead do seem to be also a little more potent during that time as well. Yeah, but it's just kind of like a fuck. Everything's fucked. Blue moons are
Not a
little
sex
bit
thing.
less.
Not a
yeah.
sex thing.
Blue moons are a little less sketchy though, which is the next one coming up. But yeah, with that being said, everyone's kind of like wrapping up for the evening. Tice, with your knowledge of how far away Nomiladir is from Soadana, you guys, if you're going on foot, you need to leave like tomorrow. If you
Are
end up
there horses
acquiring,
in town?
yeah, and if you are
Can we
planning on
rent
using
horses?
those, you sure could. But with that knowledge, if you end up taking mounts, it'll probably be safe because they're leaving the day after the blue moon to avoid any undue
Trouble.
circumstances, basically. So you could either hang a couple days or you could go on foot tomorrow, basically.
On foot.
We can go on foot.
Is there a
Okay.
horse that can handle me?
That's a
No
good
way.
question.
Is
Is
that
that a sex thing?
No, yes, it is.
No,
I
the
think
whore
we're
is a sex thing. The horse is not.
I
Okay.
want to say I think you're still technically considered medium. So, with that being said, I think you'd be fine
He
on
just
a
would be really
very
upset.
strong
Yep.
horse.
Yeah.
It
No,
would
no,
not
just-
be
I
a
was thinking
happy
of
I
like
have
horse
a
Clydesdale.
scenes holding the horse up a little bit.
Yeah.
There you
as it's
go.
ready.
As he can't even grab objects, he's lifting
Yeah.
a horse.
Violets, he's just kind of massaging it.
He's just gently karate chopping the bottom to keep it afloat. I
So
love
he doesn't
that.
have to bear the weight as much. Yeah.
Getting enough air friction to just like.
Or
So
he's
where
got
you
his like
guys-
he's bapping the bottom of the hooves.
Where are you guys staying tonight?
Trent offers that he has a couple of cots back over at the dentist place. Usually where
At the-
people, get their teeth removed, but they work as beds too.
At the what?
The dentist office.
Yeah.
What the
You
fuck is a
have-
dentist
Okay,
office?
I'm sorry. Hold on. You've established an office?
Well, I have a place where I do the things out of.
It's more like a
probably just
shack
my
with
home.
cots.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's
hold
got-
on, I don't know if we've established you have a whole ass house here.
A
Okay,
station
fine.
of teeth removal.
It's not the cutest of locations, but sure, you have a shack here that has
I did say I
maybe
was
2
here
cots.
for almost a year.
Yeah, I thought
is
I thought
true.
I heard that too. That he has established that there's a
Yep.
place that teeth things happen.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
You
They
think,
said it's like a
the,
strip
you
mall,
think the
you know-
soon-to-be queen would go to an establishment that wasn't a building with a cot?
That's valid. That's valid.
Like-
Oh, Alex froze on me. Oh, never mind. You're back.
Oh.
Okay. But yeah, I would say sure. You have a small-ish shack that has pretty much the bare minimum with 2 cots.
That's okay. I don't mind
I'll
snuggling.
pick one of the
I
cots.
say to the group.
So Tice and Trent are cotting it up. What are Fighter Nymph Lornius and Honey Hills doing?
How sturdy are your walls?
What the fuck?
Not such thing.
It sounds
Not
like
a sex
it.
thing.
I look up. I look to a fighter named Falarius, and then Trent to be like, well,
Not his material shack walls, not his anal walls.
What?
Oh,
next thing.
thank you for specifying.
Trent looks at you, winks, and says, "Both are quite strong."
Oh my god.
I just look at my two fingers. I'll
You're
sleep against
both
the wall.
fired.
No. Not Florence. Trent assumes that the anal wall thing wasn't actually said. So Trent just says, wall's pretty sturdy. Kept this place up myself. Had quite a few as you could say, customers try to get out of here and slam into those walls.
Oh
So
my god.
they're pretty sturdy.
Now I'm picturing the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors a little bit. Oh
Seymour,
goodness.
feed me.
Honey Hills,
No,
were
good.
you planning on crashing?
Well, as a woman of God.
Which one?
Yes,
Trent
Oh.
does pat the small part of the bedding next to him and looks at all 3 of you and says, "There's room for one more." Not a
You
sex thing.
Not a
It's
sex
not a
thing.
sex thing. Well, I very much appreciate the offer. I'm gonna have to politely decline. I don't know how grabby you get with people's teeth in your sleep, so I would rather take my chances not sleeping next to you. No, I just, you know what? I got a bedroll with me. It's totally fine. I'll post up. I did not say that. I mean, I said it, but I did not.
Roll initiative.
I'm gonna post
it's
up
like,
real quick.
I scoot. Are we in the shack at this point, or are we?
Yeah.
I would assume so.
I just realized we
I
moved
sit against the
accept.
wall, and then I just like pat next to the wall, just like right next to me, like right here. And then Azine's also on the other side of the place I was patting is also like right here. So she got 2 bodyguards.
Oh, you. Oh, okay. You know what? Sure, why not? Thank you. And she'll like kind of like mosey on over there and like kind of like slowly start to like roll out her bedroll and just kind of thank you. And instead of the bright pink that was earlier, she's actually just blushing now.
Aw.
Trent looks at everybody, and as any good teenager or person who used to be a teenager goes, "Are you guys still up?"
Does Trent have his mace? Like the
He
pink
keeps
mace?
his mace on the wall next to him on a hook. He does have in his arms a very poorly stitched stuffed tooth.
No, so I look at the pink mace that was glowy from the Jade description, and I look at Honey Hill's face. Huh.
Azine's goes 6.
No, Azine's hasn't done anything.
He's sleeping. Just as Zine's is sleeping. That's it.
I'm gonna
Love
put my
that.
bedroll over top of the bed.
Okay. Good call. That's probably a good bet. I imagine
Trent does
they're
not care. It's fine.
good deal.
When Honey Hills gets like it all like laid out, and so like okay, so to make sure I'm understanding this right, babe. So Falarnius, or a fighter named Falarnius, is like I'm assuming like at my.
You're
head.
on my right side, laying, and then I have Azine's on your right side, and you're between, so you
I'm
can.
sandwiched between the Rainbow Men.
No. You're not sandwich. He's ethereal. You can't touch him. In this
You
moment.
can't be sandwiched by a ghost, okay?
Can
But-
you
Yeah.
violently touch him?
That's a heavy petting
Why
kind
I
of thing.
stroke his wiener.
Oh my god.
Azine's doesn't have a Zener, so
Oh damn
You guys have
it!
to wait a little bit longer before the orgy, okay?
Fine.
Can't
No
do it the
orgy.
second session.
I'm sexually
There's no orgy in
neutral.
the second.
You're,
We
you're
have an
sexually
orgy.
neutral.
It's not a sex thing.
It's
Yeah.
not a sex
Oh
thing.
my
I don't
God.
focus on it. Let's just say I've been like I got so much shit that has happened that sex is not a thing.
Sick.
Valid.
Procreation is not an option. Not a priority.
I was gonna say, whoa, hold on.
Whoa,
New backstory just
whoa.
dropped. He's actually a eunuch.
Okay. Yeah. No. So
I have
okay,
no
so-
wiener.
No pee-pee. No
I have a
pee-pee
dildo
does.
sword.
Zener, no wiener.
Oh my god. Was anybody else doing anything before bed?
No, I am.
Can
I
I have
am.
it
I was
as
trying.
can I have it as Zener
Okay.
named a wiener?
Oh my god. No.
Okay. So I'm laying like this. You are here. Azine's is here.
I'm sitting like 90 degrees against
Oh,
the
you're
wall.
sitting-
You're on the
okay.
bedroll. Yeah.
Okay, but basically, like, I would say, like, my feet are at the wall, not my head, because I don't want to hit my head. Like, when I
Okay.
roll it out. Anyways,
Okay.
as she gets ready to, like, go into her trance, she definitely wants to kind of hit a meditative state and possibly commune with one of them.
Gross.
Oh.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a sex thing.
It is not a
Oh.
sex thing. Honey Hills is a virgin. God.
What are your intentions with this, I suppose?
So it's a
One of
sex
the
thing.
two or one of any of us? What do you?
No. Nobody here.
It's the communal
Oh.
of the gods. The one pious woman.
You assume there's only two gods.
There's like 14.
I know.
I made them all and you all are ignoring them except for
Yeah, I'm intentionally ignoring them. I am simultaneously
You're a
paying
different
attention to all of
story.
them and ignoring all of them.
You don't like me, so why should I give you content?
Fuck off.
Okay. Anyway, so basically, I would
You don't
say
like this
that
guy?
Not at all. I
Wow.
hate him so much.
It's a sex thing.
A right click.
Oh my god.
my intentions with this are to, I guess, make sure I'm on the right path. Kind of get like, God damn it, I hate you. Sorry,
Gotcha.
Bear's making me laugh. I'll send you more about it. I don't want to.
You're fine. I was gonna say, we can pick up with that next time because though I had
about that
prepared
time.
so much and was panicking I didn't have enough prepared, we got through about half of what I had prepared.
Oh, 2
which I
weeks.
should have
This has
expected.
happened.
I know. I should have expected this. So we're gonna actually end off here with everybody going sleepy bye for the night. Next week we'll pick up on your journey towards Soadana. Yes, Alex.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
Each character, are you a honk shoe or a me?
Neither.
If I am God's eepiest little soldier, I am a honk. Me.
Okay.
In real life, she is not like that.
No, I'm not. I just snore.
She's a honk shoe all fucking night.
I
Oh
am
my
not.
That's okay. I snore
Record
too.
me.
It's fun.
Record me and fucking show it to me in the morning then.
Trent is 100% honk shoe.
Nice, of course. What about Tice?
I'm a
Oh.
me.
Hell
Okay,
yeah.
that
Well,
checks
to be
out. I
fair,
buy it.
Honey Hills doesn't sleep.
Yeah, you don't actually like sleep. Because she's
Aziz
a cool
is
fairy
a-
person.
Is a honk. Sorry.
Aziz doesn't make sounds. I've been wrestling with that question this whole this whole session.
I like
Does
that.
he make anything?
A silent little
He's just kind of like
lad.
that silent mime character.
I like it.
Okay,
I like it.
but does he like move like he's snoring and sneezing?
Heavy
No,
breathing.
he doesn't have lungs.
But does he
Oh
mime
Oh my
it?
goodness.
Yeah, can he mime it?
Does he pretend?
I don't. So he does not appear in the act of me being unconscious unless there's violence required.
Yeah, but he's around all the time and there's no violence.
I'm
Sorry, I
actively.
know you're trying to
keeping him
end it.
around.
It's for flavor. It's for flavor.
So until that's why I sleep lightly. That's how he is. That's why he doesn't snores, because he's always in this liminal state of preparing to be awake, having traveled from where I have traveled from.
Got
So
it.
Aziz is always on deck in case violence ensues,
Well,
or to protect the
shit.
teeth goblin from touching the
teeth
teeth.
goblin. There you go. Gotta make sure everyone's teeths are safe while we're sleeping from this fucking guy. But yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out. All right, is everybody good for next week again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I have an
Yeah,
outfit
okay.
change, but it'll be good.
Poop pants.
Okay.
I'm
Hell yeah.
organic neutral for next week, but
Okay, cool. Good
Yeah.
deal. Okay,
I'm definitely gonna
neutrals,
look into
just
getting
what you need to be.
an outfit for Trent.
Nice.
Get some face paint.
You need some wings at bare minimum. We need some wings.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, bare minimum. But
Dude,
yeah,
Can we
so
kill Honey Hills?
Yep.
yeah, Honey Hills is actually gonna wake up dead.
It's a sex thing.
It is a sex thing, actually.
3 holes.
Okay, nope.
You want to know what we do when we find a new hole? We make it bigger.
bigger.
You guys are
That's
both
what we
fired.
Can we?
As a
Can we
couple,
end
you are
this?
fired. Yeah,
You
we
know
could
what?
end
What-
this. We could
Why
end
don't you come
this.
kiss me on my hot lips? I'm feeling romantical.
I might. We'll
Come back
see.
next week when there's more cum
Um,
on her back.
Oh my gosh. All right. Well, on that note, I'm gonna
Rainbow
follow
jizz.
this call. And,
Rainbow jizz. Rainbow jizz.
oh my god. I'm gonna disconnect in the middle of this chant. Oh god. Well, that was fun. That was something. I have a feeling there's actually going to be combat next week. We'll see. Sorry it's taking a minute to get everybody together, but I don't want to like just throw everybody to the wolves immediately. That doesn't seem fun. Shit. I'm getting excited. We're finally getting somewhere now. Thank you for the lurk, Raynor. I appreciate it. Let me see. Did I miss anything fun happening here? I don't think I did. Okay, just some chats. I always feel bad that I can't like respond to them while we're in the middle of doing stuff. But next week we're gonna be heading to the Capitol, baby. I'm pretty fucking pumped. We got some hooliganism afoot. I know it's coming. People are coming together. I'm excited. Thanks for hanging out with us for the D&D streams. I hope you guys liked our new little intro. I'm hoping to make it longer eventually if we get more art done and stuff like that. It'll just be like all art and such. People are getting sexy. Yeah, people, they've been sexy. They're just releasing it here on me. But yeah, of course. We're going to find somebody to raid out into. I appreciate everybody hanging out. If you want to keep up with all of this stuff, I got some socials there. We're going to post, if you missed stuff, I have all of the old VODs up on there. This was just session 2 though, and thank you for dropping the Discord, Bugs. I appreciate you. We are in the Discord. Everybody that was in the stream was in the Discord, so if you want to holla at them, go ahead and do that. Let's get some shout outs for the people that were in the game. We got a boogala boogala boogala. We love a boogala boogala boogala. Hot. We had an Alex in here. Oh, Pokemon.
That's cool. Motion.
Jesus. Oh, this must have been the Soul Link
Oh,
thing.
Deoxys!
Oh, Deoxys? What? Oh.
Goodness.
Well, I think I need some one shot.
This
One
is-
shot. Dead.
Goodness. But yeah, those guys both stream if you want to check out their streams. Also, if you check out the About section on my page, actually, might just be on the base section of my page. I have recommended streamers. They are both in there. You should find them. You should follow them. You should harass them in a loving way. But yeah, we're gonna throw up our little thingy-majig here. Yeah, you get a shout out. Everybody gets a shout out. Fuck yeah. Let's see. We are going to this. If you are subbed, you can drop that wherever we end up here in a moment. And if you are simply following, you can drop that one up in there. We're gonna go spread the love somewhere else, and we'll catch you guys next week with some more Dungeons and Dragons. Tomorrow I'll be back on with some Disco Elysium, I think, so we'll have to see. But I will catch you guys tomorrow, mayhaps, and if not, for sure next week. Bye.